Hi, thank you for joining me. I am going to do a general reading for now, whenever this now comes to you, to help you tune your antennas a little bit more, to see some clarity on whatever's going on for you. I think I'm going to give myself the goal to maybe later do a beginning of the month reading through all the signs, but I don't want to start them and then be rushing. And I have to go visit some family and do some errands with my sister and get some groceries and such. So I do want to give something for the highest, greatest good of all of us. For maybe you're just going to the store and you're just wondering about something while you're walking through the aisles, and this is gonna ring some bells on what to look for to help your path become a little more clear. So let's do a reading. Highest, this is the Voyager Tarot. I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet. I got a bunch of decks here, and my sister already has her car warming up, so I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna do a good job. But I'm going to sort of go with the flow of what cards. Maybe one card with this deck. One card, highest, greatest good of everyone involved, for whatever, who was ever watching, and me, us all together, are wondering about right now. What does Spirit God love? Your source of clarity. And then check in here for the old, like, wherever you look here, make sure you double check in here. Check, 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 check. Okay. Highest, greatest good of everybody. I don't have your answers. I don't know your life, and I'm going to do my best to tap in and help you out, but, you know, I'm figuring out my own stuff here. We all are, so let's try to help each other the best we can. I have a wiener dog and a fancy Persian cat here, though, and they're both deciding to stick around for this reading. Okay. The Empress. Integrity. This is the Nine of Wands. In other cards, it's like a big warrior card, but in this one, I like this. It's totally different. Let me let you look at this card. So it's like things in stone. You're on your path of integrity, your spiritual fire. This is a path that only you can go on. No matter what companion you have in your life, what family is around you, what family you came from, what situations you've gotten in your life, in the end, you're going this path alone. You're going this path alone. And it's individual for us all. I mean, I can sit here and share some of my journey with you, and you can sit and hear other people and listen to their journey, but in the end, you have your own too. And only you can tell your story. Only you can find your path. This has this, I mean, I immediately think of like old and new. Being able to move mountains. All right, this makes me think of something really different, and I'm going to share it with you because it changed my life a little bit. This is a life changer moment for me. I can share with you. Hold on, low battery. All right, so let me start by saying there's this church that has so much sacred geometry in it. There's so much like the golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence, the sacred geometry, the structure, the sound, the resonance, the acoustics. The structure was probably put on a mound that was already a sacred site of the past, and they've rebuilt their new sacred structure on top of ground that was already sacred. You know, you have a Muslim temple here, or Turkish. I kind of think of the Middle East. That's however you look at it. It's this. You have a Catholic church. You have the mountain. I think of like Peru or Tibet. Or even here, there's a volcano. I think of like, I think of like Hawaii. And then you have a city. So you have this city. And that's like, New York, Tokyo, Paris, London, Chicago, so many different cities. And then you have this like path of the forest, all the birds, the flock of birds. The birds are able. All right, I'm gonna get into what changed my life, but I'm describing this card and then the Empress, and then I'm gonna stop at these two. I'm not gonna pull another deck. So you're on your path alone. You have your backpack. You don't need much. It's all in here. What you grow from, what you learn, what you gain. The growth that you get from the spiritual path is integrity. It is not coins. It's not glory. It's not your position. It's not your education. This is who you are, what you stand for, why you do it, where you came from, and where you're going. And standing ground, guarded, and whole and true to who that is and why you're there. So this is a path. Where in your path you are, who knows? Is it going to take you to the church? Is it going to take you to the mountain? Is it going to take you to the city? Is it going to take you to the water? Ultimately, when you're there dealing with whatever, it's you in that situation, you in that circumstance, you in that lesson, you in that person, you in that surroundings, you in that environment. Different paths, different journeys, all growth. To light your fire, to be your own warrior of who you are, right? So, oh, the birds. The birds, I'm hoping I'm getting this right. They navigate, they can feel the flight patterns, the energetic patterns, magnetism on the earth, subtle patterns. If you take a bird, I'm not sure if it's a specific bird or all birds, and you take out its left eye, and so let's say carrier pigeon that can find its way home. You take out its left eye, it can still navigate its way out, know where it is, and still find its way back. But if you take its right eye, it can no longer navigate the magnetic fields of the earth. I might have the eyes wrong, possibly, but it is definitely a bird that navigates and feels the earth and knows where it's going. And it's kind of weird, that one eye thing. Like, one eye is connected to where they tap into, and they do lose their sense when they lose that eye, and they can lose the other one to still sort of make their way, get around and sense that. Now, we're not birds, and I don't know why I threw that out there, because that card made me think of it. So maybe that's important to somebody who watches that video. Now, the other thing that changed my world is about Elvis. It's about Elvis. Elvis and his big balls. Since I have this onyx ball set here for energy. Actually, no, that's not true. I also have extra energy. We might as well assume Elvis had a big set as well. At least in his eyes, right? So this is selenite, connected to high frequency, angelic. Either way, this energy, this frequency of this stone, this living thing is amazing. I brought my big boy out for this reading here. So, creation, birthing something, the Empress. This is the feminine creation energy of what I'm going to tell you about Elvis. Because I even think of Elvis when I see this. I don't know. All right, so I heard a interview. This is totally my interpretation of what I remember, regardless of how I may be warping this because of telephone or hearsay. This is how I remember the story and how it changed me for the good of me and what I had. So it's profound either way. And it was somebody in Elvis's family, I want to say like his cousin's son, or something like that was out, and they were doing something where Elvis was filming something, and there was a big storm a brewing, and it was messing up the set, and it was getting annoying, and they couldn't get the shot, and they were doing it a million times, and Elvis was getting tired, and he was like, all right, I'm done with this, and I'm gonna stop this. And he decided to go outside, and he was like, all right, that's it. And his cousin was like, I don't know what I saw. I know what I saw. It changed my life. It was incredible. I can't understand it. I know I saw it, but I still don't believe it. But I still remember it like it was yesterday, and it still changed my life. And he's like, the weather just stopped. It just cleared on command of Elvis when he went outside. And he's like, I have never seen anything like that. That is unbelievable. I'll let you in on a secret. You know, want to know how I interpreted that story when I heard that? What I thought to myself is, fucking Elvis can do it. I can do it. That's how I took that story. Not that it was incredible. I was like, Elvis isn't everything. He's nothing special. I mean, he's special, but he's nothing special. He can do it. I can do it. So that was needed to be said today for some reason. You need to have that belief that even that incredible moving mountains, that this path, this, wherever you're here watching this video for whatever reason, this spiritual path of yours, this journey that brought you inside here, has brought you to this energy. Whether the Empress is in your life or this is the Empress in you. This is you tapping into your higher self, God, spirit, angels, everything of love, of beauty, and rooting it in your earth. Who you are, where you came from, what journey you had, and making that connection, and then birthing something new. Guy or girl, you have that feminine, beautiful ability to birth, to receive. The Empress receives guidance.